So my founding fathers PowerPoint presentation voiceover thing is on James Madison, and my name is Dustin Ware. Okay. So James Madison, he was born in Port Conway, Virginia on March 16th, 1751. He was the oldest of 12 children, and he was raised on a family plantation. That same plantation had thousands of slaves. It said it was 2,600 acres. Um, he was born to James Madison and Neely Conway Madison. He had no children of his own. He was married to Dolly Madison. Dolly Madison had one child, and I was not able to find the name while coming up with this. So, James Madison's education, occupation, and business. He moved out at age 18. He attended the College of New Jersey, what is now Princeton. From his younger childhood, though, he suffered from psychosomatic or stress-induced seizures because he was always afraid of an Indian, or because of the French-Indian War. So that was always something he unfortunately had to live with through his younger years, including during college. He mastered Greek and Latin while studying at the College of New Jersey. He finished it in 2 years, but decided to stay one more year and took Hebrew and philosophy all under, he had his own private tutor. As far as occupation and business, he really had no true occupation because his life sort of just kick-started. He studied law at home, but he never really had a passion for it. He oversaw a local committee of safety, and they oversaw that local militia as the Revolutionary War approached. So how he came into politics. Basically, the militia put him right in the middle of things. He got caught up in the debates of freedom, independence, and really he knew he wanted to be a part of that. So from there, he was a delegate in the Virginia Convention. He met Thomas Jefferson, and both advocated for multiple statutes of religious freedom, election, and all these different things that would further better. Anyways, sorry. So what made him a founding father? He's best known as the father of the Constitution. He was the fourth president of the United States. He was the Secretary of State under Jefferson. And I mean, he literally wrote the Constitution / the documents that formed it. So that would be the Virginia Plan, Federalist Papers, him and Alexander Hamilton. But really, I don't know how much larger of a contribution he could have contributed. So really, if he was a signer, framer, and contributor, that's sort of a silly question. In my opinion, he was the single largest contributor to the Constitution, but he was also a framer of the Constitution. He also sponsored the Bill of Rights as it was being drawn up. So his relationships to other founders. Wow, I have some spelling errors. Friends, a lifelong friend of his was Thomas Jefferson. As I said before, he was the Secretary of State. Alexander Hamilton, were trying to help the Constitution happen with writing the Federalist Papers and things like that. And John Jay, he also just helped write the Federalist Papers. A rival was Patrick Henry, who tried keeping him out of a seat. So as far as major writings, the Federalist Papers, the Virginia Plan. The Virginia Plan was basically the blueprint for the Constitution. And a quote by Madison that I really liked that I found. The essence of government is power, and power lodged as it must be in human hands will ever be liable to abuse. I think I read that right. So his political positions, he was a Federalist. He supported the ratification of the Constitution because he was trying to make it happen in the first place. As I said twice now, he was Secretary of State under Jefferson. and he was not a member of a single Democratic Party or a single party. He was a member of the Democratic Republican Party. And some ideas he supported, and I couldn't find any opposed. He supported an electoral college. He wasn't against slavery again because he was raised on a plantation, so he grew up around it. And he also supported the Alien and Sedation Act. And that's my bibliography. I think that's it. Another fun fact was, age 29, he was the youngest member of the Continental Congress.